What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another video. And in today's video, as you can see by the title, it's a little bit weird, it's a little bit different, but it's something that I just felt compelled to share. Before we get into it, have you had a chance to subscribe to my channel yet? If not, hit that red button below, just scroll down and just smash that red button. Yeah, that one right there. Good. Now that that's done, let's get into the video. Based on the title and the Christmas tree behind me, one may think that doesn't look like someone who hates Christmas. Let me tell you the evolution of what I used to feel towards Christmas versus now. It's still a work in progress, my feelings towards Christmas, and a lot of people think it's like the happiest time of the year. For a lot of people it is. For a lot of people it's maybe the worst time of year. It's a reminder of maybe how you wish you had more family, or you wish you had more friends, or you wish you had a better quality of life. But everyone has their own reality and their own feelings that are valid. And I don't know about you, but my sister and I have the hardest time remembering things from like 5 years old and under. It's very bizarre. My mom is like, we did so many amazing things for you guys and so many amazing memories, and like you had so much fun doing certain things, and like how do you not remember that? But Shannon and I just have a really hard time remembering things below 5 years old. It's very weird. I feel like I developed a negative anchor towards Christmas, and I think my sister feels the same way, when my parents got divorced. Now, I don't remember I have glimpses and a bit of flashbacks of when we had Christmas together as a family, but I started developing more of a memory of my childhood, unfortunately, when my parents got divorced. That's like around 5-6 years old where I start remembering things about my childhood. So anybody watching this that comes from parents that are divorced, it's kind of like who has the kids for what holidays, how long, the travel back and forth, the two bedrooms, the bags that stuff is always at the other person's house. It's very like, it's not great. And my dad did a lot of traveling, so it was whenever he was in town, we would see him, and then, if he wasn't in town, we wouldn't see him for however long. And then my mom moved us up north for a little bit, so then we were like super far away from our hometown. Christmas always felt like it was a lot of stress around trying to see everybody in the family, and anybody who knows my family personally knows there are a lot of different branches, like the family tree. There are many different branches. And that's when I think I started developing a dislike for Christmas. It was more of a stressful time for, I think, Shannon and I, more than a joyful time, because we were either just with our mom and then feeling bad or sad that we weren't with our dad and brother and our stepmom. And then if we were with them one year and not my mom, we would feel bad that my mom didn't have us with her. We took on a lot, whether we were supposed to or not, we took on a lot of guilt as kids. And I feel like we wanted to people please our parents and just the people in our family, and not even coming from a place of, oh, their Christmas will only be great if we're there. It was more like we didn't want anyone to be alone or whatever. So Christmas ended up feeling like, as it was getting closer to Christmas, we would just feel a lot of angst about what was going down. If my dad took us away on a trip, like I said before, we would feel bad for my mom. And then that's kind of the cycle that was happening. And as you get older, then there's significant others that get brought into the picture. So they're in the mix. And then you have to spread yourself even thinner because you're trying to see your family that's already very broken up and separated. And then you're trying to include your significant other's family. My sister moved away at 17. As early as I can remember, my dad was always traveling, and it got longer and longer that he was traveling and away, to the point where it was always 6 months out of the year dispersed he was gone, until he finally moved to the States. Sometimes your parents are on speaking terms as divorced parents. Sometimes they're best friends. Sometimes they're not speaking. So it becomes very heavy, and I'm sure there's a lot of people that can relate to this right now. These are all choices that people make, and totally fine, and I'm not saying this is right or wrong. I'm just saying this is how we have experienced Christmas. And I feel like my mom also doesn't love Christmas. She must have her own reasons for that, but maybe that energy has trickled down into my sister and I. Now we're in our adult years with our significant others, and I'm trying to reframe how I feel about Christmas. And I'm trying to look at the positives about the family I do get to see and the family that I have now been a part of with my significant other, and just trying to find a reframe for my years of negative feelings towards Christmas. I would literally dread Christmas. I'm a huge people pleaser. I've been working on that, but I'm like a peacekeeper. I don't want anyone to be alone. I don't want anyone to be sad. I'm just learning to accept, what the situation is and where everyone lives and how this is life and these are people's choices and this is where I live with my other family now, and it is what it is. So instead of, continuing to carry on this negative anchor towards Christmas, which I definitely don't want to pass down to my kids, I want my kids to have a magical memory of Christmas. I want my kids to enjoy Christmas the way I think I did from 0 to 5. And I'm just trying to work on this really consciously now because I do plan to have kids soon. And I want to be able to have a fresh, healthy relationship with the holidays. So this video is really mainly about how you can reframe, how you can take situations that you just feel you've always felt a certain way about, and how is that serving you? Thinking about why I don't like something when I have so much to be grateful for, I have so much to be joyful about, and I've been trying to put up the tree in a happy way and put on music and have eggnog and get into the Christmas spirit, to the point Christmas really affected me to the point where I hated Christmas songs and Christmas music, and it would just make me want to cry. I'm tired of carrying around this energy and feeling every year for a few months leading up to Christmas to during Christmas, and I'm still working on staying in a positive light during the actual holidays. I find between Christmas and New Year's is a very weird time. I don't know why. I don't really enjoy that, but I'm going to try to reframe it this year and really just get into the spirit and really be conscious and focus on what I do have. That is my little spiel on Christmas and my relationship with Christmas and how I'm working towards not disliking it and loving it so that I can create that space for my future kids. There are all these underlining triggers and experiences that we have that make us who we are, and we have two choices. We could either keep that pattern going or we can make a conscious effort. So this is your friendly reminder to reframe things in your life that aren't serving you, and you can do it. Don't forget to hit that like button if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so that you get notified every time I post new content, and you can stay in the loop for that. So thank you again for watching, and I will see you in the next video.